First things first, sitting on its Kickstarter campaign with over 10 times its initial goal, actually much more go into stretch goals, Tales of Seikyu now has a release window of mid to late 2024 coming to all platforms as well. You can go ahead and visit the Nintendo Wii Shop for further inquiries. Tales of Seikyu is a role-playing farming sim game offering players an immersive experience in a world where every choice and friendship can lead to new adventures. Here's a trailer.
Place, summoned by its melody, where everyone must face their past, those who seek its power will come to its heart to reclaim it.
Coming in at number 2, we've got over here one of the longest awaited games on its way to consoles, a hack and slash RPG developed by Anima Project going by the name Anima Song from the Abyss. Now those of you who played the first game know this is an almost 2-decade-old franchise, and ever since this is the studio's first Kickstarter and most ambitious project. Here's a trailer. Song from the Abyss is coming out within 2024. For the first time in almost 2 decades, Princess Peach is starring in her own video game. Princess Peach Showtime just went over with critical reviews and now has a release date of March 22nd on Switch. The game so far, the most charming platformer of 2024 in both looks and gameplay, with very simple controls and a pace suited for almost every age to play. Check it out. Company the release, we actually got a new trailer for it too. NIS America came out with the word that they're releasing the famous IP by Falcom, Ys X, Nordics now on the Hybrid console late 2024. This is an action RPG Japanese original IP with an original compromised battle system, lots of sailing this time, and the story of 2 protagonists that crosses together. Just take a look. Ys X Nordics actually takes place between the events of Ys 1 and 2. A sequel to Paper Mario for the Nintendo 64, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is in the making as well. Now, we didn't realize this until now, and it's actually a turn-based role-playing game in nature. Other than that, Nintendo finally announced this with a proper trailer. All we know is that it's coming within 2024, and that's possibly around October to November, all in HD remastered visuals.
Gripping a control stick and taking to the skies.
The Kingdom of Erugia has declared war on the Ocean Federation.
Then finally...
I repeat.
Ace Combat 7 is currently available on both PCs and consoles and has sold more than 5 million units so far. This game is finally coming to the Bit console just the same, Bandai Namco announced in July 11 this year. Additional DLCs not included in the deluxe edition over here. Skies Unknown, this is in case you missed out on its original, is actually one of the pinnacles of aerial combat video games of all time.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, sure is.
Soul 1, what's your status?
Well, I'm feeling a little excited.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. I see the mark on his tail. You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace.
Yet what is a nation?
I don't even have a country to call home. I wonder which path you would choose.
Gargoyle 3 to battle. Ocean fighters do not attack. These are drones. It just looks like people are flying. Shit. I mean, why are we being made to do this?
Yeah, I know. I'm heading into hell. Whatever. Adios, you damn fool.
I see 3 strikes. Get 'em.
Adjusting angle. Go!
Aim for the one with 3 strikes. Thunderbolt, don't breathe. Fire all remaining weaponry at 3 strikes.
Fire! Hit, damn it! Destroy the space elevator.
There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
Rumors. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone.
A couple of weeks ago, Sega came out with the word that they're remastering a dozen-year-old game, some of you know Sonic Generations, into now Sonic X Shadow Generations, which will technically offer upgraded visuals and 60 FPS gameplay, and this time even giving Shadow his own story campaign. The game will feature both 2D and 3D levels, including new abilities on Shadow, coming on all platforms around summer this year. Moving on to number 8, we've got the old Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown, originally promised to be coming out half a year ago, now set to release for PCs, Switch, and the next generation of consoles on mid-2024. This is in case you're just unfamiliar with an open world driving and life simulation from a series of games that go back to more than 20 years back, taking place in a replica one-on-one scale of Hong Kong. Take a look.
Each character within your army is assigned a certain class. Some specialize in melee combat. Others snipe enemies from the back row. Some provide healing to allies. And still others launch attacks from the skies.
Coming in at number 9, we've got over here Unicorn Overlord. Atlas and Vanillaware we've been led to believe incredibly hard on the new game over here to bring out the best of both companies' specialties on a AAA tactical RPG adventure, lots of exploration. Unicorn Overlord will offer an epic experience across a vibrant world and over 60 different characters throughout 5 different nations. Check it out, this game will finally come out on March 8th.
Promotions can be awarded by spending honors, which you obtain primarily by completing quests. Reaching an advanced class will boost a character's stats and allow them to learn new skills.
I see. It seems like promotions are key to expanding our range of tactics.
Quite so. In your case, Your Highness, advancing to the rank of High Lord will allow you to swiftly traverse the map atop a mighty steed. On the overworld, you will also encounter the Sigils of the Ancients, more pedestrianly known as auxiliary stages. In these stages, you may battle against armies of phantom soldiers to earn additional experience. Auxiliary stages can be repeated, giving you an excellent opportunity to level up your forces.
It's clear why the Federation enlisted our EMC Contra unit.
Looks like break time's over.
A couple months ago at the Nintendo Direct showcase, we finally got some gameplay on Contra Operation Galuga. This is actually another classic high-speed run-and-gun action shooting game with similar designs to the original Contra games. WayForward and Konami are actually working very hard together to make this possible, delivering the absolute best of 2D, 3D games with the traditional co-op run-and-gun action in the following month, actually.
Need another hand? I should have known Contra had arrived when the entire jungle caught fire.
Proceeding as ordered. Neutralized. Success.
Contra, the Earth Marine Corps finest. Roger that.
Cavalry's here.
Heads up!
Let's go! Contra, Operation
Supermassive Games, however, the same developers of the Dark Picture games, horror games, announced that Little Nightmares 3 is now coming out within 2024 without no delay. You probably know this already, but the new developers actually took over the rights to Little Nightmares series from Bandai. The new entry is a co-op multiplayer game in a separate mode with a single-player campaign, and this will even have a new story arc as well.
ハバード、特捜班に配属されて初めてのデカシムを使った実技訓練だよ。デカシムは現実の街が完全に再現された仮想空間なんだって。
A couple months ago, Level 5 came out and said the game Deca Police is now coming out within 2024. It's a gameplay trailer for it, and that eventually it'll hit the PlayStation consoles as well, including Switch. Now, this, folks, in case you're just not familiar with the works, is actually the same team who made all the Ni no Kuni games, the script take up place over here as a crime suspense RPG adventure in which players take on the role of detectives in a virtual world. Take a look.
僕が聞いてみるよ。うまく聞き出したら事件ボードに証拠を貼り出すぞ。当てはまりそうな人物を洗い出すんだ。条件に合うのはこの人だね。この証拠はマニマニーにもう少し分析してもらおう。なるほど、真相が見えてきたな。この事件の犯人はお前だ。何食わぬ顔のヒゲじじい。ちょっとハーバード、相手が逆上しちゃったよ。低俗な犯罪者め。あんまり刺激しない方が。人質を取ったからって逃げられると思うな。焦ってるのか。隙だらけだな。なんだ。面白くなってきたな。これくらいで驚くのか。驚くでしょう。刑事失格だな。とにかく悪党は世界から全員排除する。これは犯罪者の悪意が具現化したクライムビーストっていうらしい。何でもいい。
Late last year, around December, Nintendo announced its 2013 Nintendo 3DS game Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon would be returning on the Nintendo Switch with HD visuals. Now we didn't hear one more peek until yesterday. A new trailer over here, reassurance that the game is coming to the Nintendo Switch within 2024. There's going to be the addition of multiplayer, in-game purchases including the DLC. In case you missed it, this thing is an action-adventure in nature.
No spooky adventure is complete without this vacuum-like device, the Poltergust. Use it to light up dark areas, vacuum up objects, and interact with the environment. It's a handy tool for your paranormal escapades. Plus, when you spot a ghost, pop! You can stun them with the strobe bulb, then vacuum them up. You can even grab multiple ghosts at once. In this game, you'll find ghosts haunting, a former plant research lab, a broken-down clock factory that's full of sand, a mine covered in ice and snow, and even more places. These troublemakers will use every trick in the book to block your path. Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day?
Moving on, we have Megaton Musashi Wired. This is a action RPG fighting game developed by Level 5 Just the Same, which was originally released in 2021. For platforms, the game is now finally coming over to the West for the first time, with fine-tuned mechanics, graphics, and out on April 25 of this year. Check it out, we actually got a new trailer for it too.
That break of dawn, horizons fading, turning fury red. The world plays the match price, notion hope is gone. We serve counter, and we won't yield, do not surrender, no backing down, retaliate without us one. So it's a good choice, team. Oh, a body keep us standing, marching us to fight. Spirits blazing, burning, raging, powers will fire. Shoot out, heat it, shoot out, shoot it all away. Show much of the yoke, don't give it up, roaring to, hunting cloud of victory.
Rift of Necrodancer, announced around August last year in case you missed it, is another rhythm-based action game from the same folks who made the old Crypt of Necrodancer. It's actually a sequel to that game, where Cadence has been transported into a modern world and has to fight monsters from the Rift, using a unique mechanic in rhythm combat encounters. It's an interesting trailer. The game is coming out to all consoles later this year, possibly. last but not least, we've got over here Botany Manor, which is an exploration puzzle game where you play as a retired botanist called Arabella the Green. The game is set in the 9th century, showcasing that time's designs and lifestyle. Botany Manor is actually from the same developers of the Lake game. This is another first-person puzzle game in nature, and hopefully it'll be coming out on April 9 without delays.